Welcome to the first of several videos on the DragonflyAI Media Portal. The portal is a web-based application that provides Dragonfly with the ability to organize and analyze the imagery, both still photos and video, that it collects. Today I'm going to walk you through some of the basic functionality of the portal to give you a sense of what the portal is, what it does, and how it works. If you look at the screen, you'll see that we've got a desktop that we arrive at when the portal is first brought up, and you'll notice these tiles on the desktop here. These tiles represent collections of photos or videos or other documents that have been uploaded to the portal, and you can see the item count in each of these tiles. A very straightforward way of organizing some top-level information. If we look over to the right, you'll see a search box where we can search for photos or videos based on keywords, either the subject or an event or some kind of notes we may have taken when we captured the item by date. Very straightforward search capability. If I want to perform a search and I don't set any parameters for the search, the application will return all of the assets in the database. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that so you can see that. So this is a view of all of the different pictures and videos and documents that we have uploaded in the database. And as I scroll through, you can see they're organized in a table, and the user can just browse through this list looking for the image that they want to see. Scrolling back to the top, if we click on any single frame, we'll see a larger version of that frame and some information about it. I'm going to click on this one right here. Now this is an overhead view of a corner of a substation, and you'll notice that there's a box in the picture here. This box is what we call an annotation. This is where the user has identified something in the picture that they want to make a note of, and in this case, when I hover over this box, you'll see that it's called a shadow. This feature of being able to annotate these photos is very handy because these tags can be searched on and used when the files are uploaded to the database. I'm just going to scroll down a little bit and give you an idea of the information that we collect when we upload these files. In the process of uploading a file, the software will take the original file and transcode it into a variety of formats, and these are useful if you as a user want to download a file but you don't want to download the entire 8.6 megabyte original file. You can get a much smaller reduced resolution version, and you can just click the download button here and it will download to your computer. You can go to the lowest resolution for a screen version, much smaller than the original file size, but still usable. You may want to make a presentation or use it in a PowerPoint or something of that sort. Users have the ability to edit and rate these photos, and that's a very handy feature when QAing the pictures and videos. Scrolling down, where we see the resource details box here, some information is being extracted from the EXIF data that's embedded in each of these assets. And in this case, this is resource number 3421, It's open, it's not restricted to any specific user. I uploaded it the other night, and the equipment is part of this tagging of the image. You can see the longitude, latitude, position. The subject to it was a substation. This is some of the metadata that we set when we upload these photos. The event is a data acquisition event. So if we're planning a mission and we go out, we want to tag photos in a specific way, the software provides the ability to add new keywords and new metadata in order to facilitate grouping and retrieval later. This comes in very handy, which I'll demonstrate in a few minutes. As we scroll down, one of the attributes of these pictures is that they all have geocoded or geographic information in them, and this is a representation of where that picture was taken. And if you scroll out enough, you'll see that this is a OpenStreetMap view of the location in where that particular photo was taken. We can geolocate any of the photos in the database that have the GPS information embedded in them and present them on this screen. As I scroll down, one of the coolest features of the system is this metadata report. And the metadata report is an extract of the information that is embedded by the camera and by the aircraft in the picture itself. And as we scroll down through this list, you can see that there is quite a lot of information embedded in these pictures, such as the width of the image, its height, how it was encoded, the bit depth of the image, color sampling scheme, the path to the image on the camera's SD card, etc. And I'll just scroll down here to give you a chance to look at this. Importantly, the aircraft also capture gimbal angles, altitude, focal length, and a variety of other attributes which become very useful in post-processing when we analyze these images and potentially want to reconstruct a 3D surface map. So this is one of the best features of the system by far. All of these fields can be queried, and as an example, we may query for all of the images that are exactly at the same location or within proximity to a location. This could give us the ability to view images over a given time frame if we came back and re-imaged an object more than one time. So that's a very, very handy, useful information. Down here you can see there's a quick search feature where if we click on these boxes, the blue box down here shows what photos or assets match what's being clicked. If I set these filters here and then just click view those, the database will return just those that match the criteria. The portal also has the ability to, beyond normal red, green, blue type photography, the portal can also upload infrared photography. Very useful in locating hotspots in electrical equipment or other infrastructure. I'll just scroll through some of these. Click on this one for a close-up. Again, the same types of information. Data being extracted from the embedded data within the photo. We've got the location of the photo, and we've also got the metadata behind it. Now, some of the metadata will depend on the type of camera, and obviously the settings and other information that may be returned could be different. I'm just going to clear that, go back up to the top. One of the things we said we can, collections are an arbitrary grouping of assets. One of the things we can do is we can have a look at where are all the pictures in the current view, and that's this geolocate collection capability here. The software is telling me that I've got 3 videos that haven't been geolocated yet. I'll go back and do that in a moment. But here's an overview of all of the pictures in the previous view. This is their locations. And if I click on any one of the markers, it'll pull up the image associated with it. Just click on another. And again, same information available from in the metadata report. Very cool. This system also has the ability to not just capture still photos, but also can capture video. So let's just take a look at some video here. This tile here is a collection of videos. And let's just have a look at this infrared video. If I click on the video and press play, we'll be able to preview the image as shot by the aircraft. Just going back to the top. Let's take a look at an upload. When we upload resources to the portal, we can come in and we can set certain keywords. If we need to add a new keyword, let's just say fencing, for example. I can create a new word here. All the uploads in the next batch will have this word until I change it or set it to something else. And this step occurs before all the uploads. And this is a way of tagging, bulk tagging, all the images being uploaded into the system. Captures the date. We may give credit or attribution to who's doing the flying, or captured the images, some video properties if necessary, and we can add it to a collection called My Collection, which is just a catch-all collection down here. I'll show you that in a minute. When we click next, we have standard Windows ability to accept a dropped file, or we can add files. File system, let's just say once the file's done uploading, it's now creating the various sizes for the user interface, and now it's done. We also have a bulk upload solution that allows us to upload enormous volumes of photos into the system. This is a little different from uploading them one at a time. Now that that photo has been uploaded, it will show up as part of the collection that we set when we uploaded that photo. And if I click on it, we can take a look at it. Now this is the overhead view of the fence of a substation, and I can actually come in here and I can say this is the gate. The ability to annotate these images in this way also provides an important definition of a region of a photo and a tag associated with that region. This information can be extracted programmatically and used to train the computer to look for features like this in other photos, and with enough training we'll be able to automatically detect and tag a variety of features in the photos that we take. And this is the computer vision AI portion of the portal. But importantly, the ability to have a human come in and actually do this tagging, make the determination of what it is, and then label it, gives us the ability to be productive immediately, as opposed to trying to train the computer using thousands of images to achieve a computer vision solution. So this really gives us the best of both worlds. We're able to put people to work immediately, get the features recognized that we need recognized, but at the same time we're training the computer to recognize these features, so our process, our workflow, can get faster and faster as we go along. Again, these features are geocoded. They have a variety of different formats. It captured the metadata that we said. This one's going to be in a completely different location. It's a different photo, and it was taken from a different project. So you can see the geolocation portions of this is actually working. This is the east of Lake Michigan. And if we come down and we look at the metadata report for that photo, same type of information, different camera. This was a Canon PowerShot S100 under a drone. Different GPS source, and some of the aircraft information is a little bit different, but the operation remains the same.